once again, it is a great pleasure to have you, and welcome to the 20 or so new subscribers we've got. Very glad to have you with us here on the channel. Today we're gonna do another review, this time of the Weathering magazine. Now, I chose the Snow and Ice issue for a particular reason. I used to get the print copies because I prefer the print copies. That being said, sometimes they're an absolute pain to get a hold of. So what I do now is I've got an online subscription to the magazine. Get it to my cell phone, my tablet, and my computer. So I choose to read it that way now, but for the purposes of doing a review, for me, it's easier to show you a physical copy. So we'll get started and we will take a look. I do apologize about the light. It's a glossy magazine, it's gonna happen, but it has made it very resistant to the paint and coffee mugs and stuff that have been put down on it in the years since I've had it. And as well, just before I start, I still get this magazine to my phone, like I say. The quality has not changed. The layouts, the way things are explained is all very similar. There is occasionally an issue with things being translated from Spanish into English, but with a little bit of care and a little bit of thought, you can kind of put together what the intentions are. So I've commandeered some of my sanding sticks to make bookmarks for us. Just to give you an idea, this is we built the ship, painted it in the primary colors, saltwater conditions, general weathering. Then Mr. Lawler, who did this article, shows us how to make the base, and then how to use the resin and whatnot to actually take it from the polystyrene cutout up to water that the ship's sitting in, and then adding in ice and snow details to give us this final effect down here. So there's that, for the sake of a bit of variety. We've got an aircraft diorama here of, I'm gonna say it's a Focke-Wulf 190. Yeah, that's right. I was gonna say 109, but then I changed my mind halfway through. Again, build the aircraft, paint it, and then follow along kind of step by step with the actual construction of the diorama, including the wolf figures and the pilot there to get the end result. There's a snowplow. I'm not going to show you that. We're going to have a look at John Steinman's issue 122 that he did. It's got a Stolen Panther road wheel, it's got photo etch, but again, it just kind of shows you the standard model and how that was initially painted. They show you the products they use. This could be contentious because it is an ammo product, so they do use a lot of ammo items. So some people are going to say, oh, it's just a plug for their thing, but they actually use AK as well, and Mr. Jimenez does not work with them anymore, if I'm understanding correctly. Interesting detail there with the road wheel missing its tread on the rubber, if you watched the last video. And then, of course, the final effect with a little demonstration of how to make icicles, which I find quite interesting. And then this last one is just a general diorama. This is from Rodrigo Hernandez Cabos of Euromodelismo.com. I'm just trying to give people the credit where it's due. I don't want folks thinking that I'm stealing their work to make myself famous. That's not how it is. I'm trying to show off their work for the quality of it. So again here, using a Vallejo model wash as opposed to the ammo product. So there is the argument to be made about it advertising ammo products a bit heavily, but I think it's somewhat acceptable given that it's an ammo book, right? Overall, paper quality is fairly, on the outer cover it is thick glossy paper. On the interior it's thinner, still semi-gloss paper, but it's held up well. I bought this, I'm going to say that I bought it in Scotland, took it to Virginia, and now it's in Korea. So it's moved a bit. It's been across the two big bits of water on the earth, and it's still in pretty good condition, primarily because I've looked after it, kept it flat, not allowed it to get crumpled or anything like that. So that's obviously helped to preserve it to an extent. But I think for €8, what's that in American? €20 is, I think it was $21 when I was looking it up last night. I was looking at some AK paints. So we're talking $10, but it's not a slim book, and it is in full color right the way through, as you can see, and it is jam-packed with product. It's not 2 or 3 model reviews and then 40 pages of adverts. It's primarily on topic with 2 or 3 ads here and there, which is to be expected. My only complaint is that their distribution isn't great. If you try and get a hold of the Kursk magazine, it's been out of stock for years. Another reason which I actually switched over to the electronic copies, because even if you're not on time ordering it, you still get your copy without any problems, and you get it instantly, which is always nice. Anyway, that's been my review of the Weathering magazine. This is issue 7, Snow and Ice, but as I said earlier, the quality tracks through all the others in terms of the way things are photographed, the way things are explained, and generally the layout. You just need to pay attention because sometimes the translations are not perfect, but a little bit of care and you'll be fine. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure having you. I'm going to be recording a few more videos today to go out over the coming weeks, because I think work's about to get busy and I don't want to leave you all without. So I will catch you next time. Have a good one, and thanks again for watching. Bye bye.